Hello. Hi guys. Karibuni sana. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This cloudy Monday, it's not morning. This cloudy Monday afternoon. Karibuni sana to another live class courtesy of Bake and Talk, where we teach you how to make very nice desserts out of various products. And today in front of you we are having a custard biscuit dessert, and it is very amazing. So today we wanted to go a little forward, and we have fruits in our dessert. Today we've chosen to do bananas, so we are going to work very quickly with them so that we don't get oxidation from the fruits. Hatutaki mandizi zetu ziturn black, si ndio? So karibuni sana kwa wale wote wenye wamejoin, and also please share the links to wale wenye pia unaweza jua wanataka kulearn. Share the lives and let them join, let them know that every Monday 1:30 to 2 p.m. we are having a very nice session, very educative, so very informative. Sindio, karibuni sana kwa wale wenye wamejoin. Thank you. Do send a hi to us. We are going to respond to you. Remember, we are also capturing questions that you're going to ask, tuzijibu zote, and we get you covered. So thank you for joining. We are just going to, I'm going to tell you what we are doing today. As I've said, in front of you, we are having a custard dessert, okay? So we are doing custard dessert made of biscuits and bananas, inclusive our daily thing, whipping cream. So this is the custard dessert. Looks very nice, looks very yummy, and kama kawaida tunaonja on your behalf. So I can start by mentioning the ingredients that we are going to use today. Number one, tumesema it is a custard dessert, sindio? So this is the custard, okay? Indio custard. This is custard powder. I can just open to show you how it looks like. That's custard powder, okay? So it being custard powder, where do you get it? Number one, you get it from Njoro Canning. We proudly make custard powder, and it is very good to have it with your desserts, and hence the reason as to why tumetengeneza our custard banana biscuit dessert, okay? So you're going to need your custard, and to get your custard, ujue hatutaitumia ikiwa powder. So you need to prepare your custard, and to prepare your custard, what tunataka ikae aje? This is our end result for our custard sauce, okay? So we just didn't take custard powder tunamwagilia kwa dessert yetu. We had to make the custard sauce, which is very tasty. I can tell you that for free, guys. Hii kitu ni tamu sana. Very nice, okay? So what can you use your custard in? You can make your desserts. If you want to use it in kwa wale wenye tuko na watoto, ukitaka kutengenezea watoto Weetabix, instead of your Weetabix being just a little bit flat, you can mix your custard. I'm going to share the recipe on how to make your custard sauce. So you can use your custard sauce, mix it very well with your Weetabix. You can have a chunk of fruits. You can use bananas, you can use strawberries, you can use blueberries, you can literally play around with it, even grapes. The seedless grapes, they work very well for you. So after having the custard sauce, which is the first ingredient, second ingredient is our biscuits, okay? So you're going to have your biscuits in this form, so that they're going to have, we will need the layers of the biscuits and the custard, okay? So crush your biscuits, and this is what you're going to get. So don't really crush them ikue powder sana. At least have a little bit of chunks inside, so that by the time you're having to scoop it very well, una scoop kitu yenye iko sawa kabisa, si ndio? That is ingredient number 2. Ingredient number 3. we are having our fresh sliced bananas, okay? So for this recipe, you can either decide you want to use bananas, you can use strawberries, you can use pineapples, depending with the fruit that you want to use, okay? So for us today, we chose bananas. We want to do it with the bananas, okay? Number 4, apart from the crushed biscuits, what will you have? You're going to have the whole biscuits, and the biscuit that we chose for today was digestive biscuits, okay? So gives the very fine taste, gives a very rich taste. Kwa wale wenye tunapenda digestive, we know how digestive huwa ina slap, si ndio? So kama ina slap ikiwa peke yake, mbona isi slap ikiwa kwa dessert? So, and the 4th ingredient is definitely whipping cream, okay? So for our whipping cream today, we've already whipped it. It's ready to use, okay? So yetu tumeweka mpaka kwa piping bag, so that what we can do is just to give a very nice swirl when we are finishing the dessert preparation, okay? So for the cream, you can either use the white cream or you can also use the chocolate cream, okay? So yetu tutatumia white cream so that we can get that mouthfeel. Chocolate cream can also give you the mouthfeel, depends with the flavor that you also want to achieve, okay? So yetu tutaenda another white. Then after that, you can either decide to do a little bit of the sauces on top, maybe like a strawberry sauce on top, the flavors that is, the strawberry sauce, pina colada, you can do hazelnut, zenye unataka. Feel free to play around, feel free to be creative. Tulisema hapa lazima tunakuwa creative, innovative and very educative, si ndio? Now, how to make your custard sauce? You're going to need only 3 ingredients. 3 ingredients ni gani? The custard powder itself, okay? That is number 1. Hapa tunapeana recipe ya kutengeneza nini? Custard sauce. Kwa wale wenye tunaandika, we are making custard sauce. I'm giving you the recipe. So, ingredient number 1, custard powder. How much of the custard powder would you need? We need custard powder, 50 grams of it. Number 2, milk. Milk, you're going to need a whole liter. 1 liter of milk, fresh milk. Number 3, what else would you need? You're going to need sugar, okay? So sugar ni kiasi gani? Sugar, you're going to need 100 grams. 100 grams of sugar and 50 grams of the custard powder, then 1 liter of whole fresh milk, okay? So what is the step-by-step on how to make your custard sauce? So get 200 ml out of the 1 liter when it is cold, okay? Don't mix your custard powder when the milk is warm or hot, to avoid having lumps. So with your cold milk, mix the 50 grams, 200 ml of cold milk, then add in your 50 grams of custard powder. Dissolve the custard powder in the milk, and the rest of the milk, in the meantime, it's on low heat together with your sugar. Zikianza kuchemka, ndio utafanya nini? Utaongeza ile 200 ml of milk yenye uliongeza nini? Custard powder yako, okay? So when you add in the first mixture to the milk and the sugar which is already boiling, reduce to low heat, una stir, keep stirring to avoid burning of the mixture that you're making, the custard sauce, sindio? Koroga, you're going to get a very thick consistency. Let me show you the thick consistency that I mean. Thick consistency. You see? Sticks very well at the back of your spoon, at the front, gives something very heavy, very nice, okay? So when you're working with custard sauce, number 1, you can either use it when it is warm, depending with the kind of dish that you're making. You can either use it warm, or you can even chill it, so that by the time you're making your sauce, you're going to have your custard on your dessert when it is already chilled, okay? So for us, we are going to use it when it is chilled. Mine is chilled. Prepared it early in the morning, left it in the chiller. Chiller ni fridge, okay? But remember, custard sauce si lazima utumie ikiwa chilled. You can also use it when it is warm. But yetu tunatumia chilled because what are we making? A dessert, okay? We're not making a hot dish. We're making a very nice dessert, which should be cold and chilled. So now let's do this step by step, how to assemble the layers and also how to give it a very fine look. Sindio? So follow me as we do it step by step. Kama kawa, we are going to use our glasses, our very nice glasses, okay? So you can either use this or you can get the disposable containers that are made to use the what? The desserts, okay? So, number one, what do we need? We need the crushed biscuits. Hapa kwa biscuits usikuwe umefinywa sana. The biscuits you can use any that you want. You can either do Oreos, you can do the digestives, you can do the Marie biscuits. Biscuit unataka, okay? So yetu tulisema tumechagua gani? Digestive yetu. So we take the crushed biscuits. We are going to give a first layer. Okay, so let me move this so that you can be able to see what we are doing. Okay, I guess that's more visible. So, tumesema tunapanga layers. Our first layer, what is our first layer? The crushed biscuits, okay? So in you go with your crushed biscuits. Don't do a very, very big layer. Tunataka tu ikue something nice because we need to see a little bit of layers katikati. We need to see the biscuit layer, then the custard layer, then another biscuit layer, and another custard layer. Then we top it up with the whipped cream, okay? So hapo I'm done with my crushed biscuits. Next, I come in with my custard sauce, okay? So I'm going to just give it a very nice pour. I need my layer like that. You see, I can see my biscuit layer and my custard layer, okay? Then I still come back in with my crushed biscuits. So you repeat this. You can either use the glasses, you can either use the disposable dessert cups, or you can also use your casserole dish, okay? So hapo you will be having a very nice chunk of the dessert. You just scoop and serve, okay? So for us, this is what we are using. So if you're having so many people to serve, you can as well as try the casserole dish. Gives you something that is very beautiful. Na kwa wale wenye wanauliza why digestive biscuits will love them because they are also very high in fiber, okay? Okay, so come in with the second layer of the biscuits, the crushed digestive biscuits. Remember tumesema biscuits, you can either do them with what you want. You can either use the Oreos, you can either use the digestive biscuits, whichever biscuits you want to play around with. Sindio? Then come in again with your custard, giving another layer. So it's just gently, okay? You see that? You see? We are forming very nice layers. Oh my, this looks nice, okay? So at this point, we still have some more room. And what do I come in with? I am come in with my biscuits, okay? So do another layer. And remember, back to your oven. You've had a long time to prepare your dinner, and then you go back to your oven. No. We are always giving you tips on how to do your desserts without baking, but also get the best products to do your desserts at the best prices, okay? So I'm also going to mention the prices of our custard powder when we are done with this. So I'm loving it like that. So now we do this. Very nice. To the other one. Fill it off very well. So remember to touch the sides gently. So if you're not very keen, or if you do not trust your hands, you can either use a piping bag or you can use a spoon to fill very well. But if you trust yourself, you can just do that. Okay, so up to there we are done. We've done at least 3 layers of the biscuit, 3 layers of the custard sauce. One that you can or maybe one challenge that you can find when you're making your custard sauce, you can find lumps in your custard sauce. And how do you avoid getting the lumps in the custard? Number one, when I was giving you the recipe on how to make the custard sauce, I mentioned use cold milk. Cold milk with custard powder. The moment you use warm milk, you will your custard powder is not going to dissolve well. Itaanza kushikana shikana. So ikishikana, that is when you get the what? That is when you get the lumps, okay? So always use cold custard, cold milk to mix with the custard powder to give you a very nice consistency, okay? So come in with your whipped cream, okay? So my whipped cream, I have chosen this nozzle, all right? Very well, very firm. So what do? Gently, and I mean gently, just give it a very nice swirl, okay? And by gently, guys, I mean gently, okay? Very nice. Then, how do you want to finish off? What was the purpose of the bananas? The banana slices, they come in at the edge, okay? So this, you also do it gently, okay? Gently. So as you gently, we are doing so that we don't mess our dessert. So another banana. Then after that, you take your biscuit. So since our digestive biscuit is a little bit big, we just don't want to have it so much screaming at the top. Break, get the half and just put it there, okay? Do it to the next. Your banana. If you don't want too much fruit, you can also just do like 3-4 slices and you're done. I'm looking for the thin slices so that we don't have a spill. Like that. Take your banana, put it on top, and your dessert is good. So at this point, what do? You gently carry your dessert cups or your dessert that is already made. take it to the chiller so that by the time you're getting it out, everything has set very well. You'll be able to easily cook with either with a fork, with a dessert spoon, and you're going to have a very nice taste. Okay, so let me just wipe a touch of this. So there you go. Remember, we've said this does not really make your work surface messy unless you just drop a little crumbs on the top. And just like that, guys, you've made a very beautiful dessert, very tasty. So our ready-made we had already chilled. Okay, you can either use that, you can either use this, you can be creative, you can play around with them to give you something very nice. Okay, this can also make a cookie, can also make a dessert, depends with what you want to do. Okay, so you see, something very nice and carries everything that you want very comfortably, right? So this is so good, this is amazing. We're just going to put them there, and our guest is going to choose from whichever dessert cup they want to have a taste from. So guys, that was it. Today we were very brief on showing you how to do this dessert, and it's very tasty. I can assure you, kila kitu yenye huwa tunawaonyesha kutengeneza, these things just slap very well, very well. So just to put this here at the back. Okay, so this is good, this is amazing. And before I finish, remember your cream should be well whipped, so that by the time you are putting it on top of your custard or your dessert, it's going to give something that is very it's going to set very well, and haitabaki ikifanya nini, ikimwagika, si ndio? So when it is well set, and you can pipe it very well with your nozzle, it gives something that is very beautiful. So let me invite my guest akuje aonje atuambie venye iko, but before that I can maybe get to answer a question. Let me get to answer questions and see how we are. Hello, we are having someone saying that it is very tempting. Yes, it's very tempting, and we are going to have a taste and tell you how it is. Then can we use other fruits like grapes and strawberries? Yes, you can. In the beginning of the live class, I have mentioned you can play around with the fruits that you want. If you want a banana, well and good, you can use the banana. If you want grapes, you can use, actually the seedless grapes will give you something that is very good, the green ones or the red ones. You can also use strawberries, you can use blueberries, you can top with any fruit, you can even use a kiwi fruit. They'll give something that is very nice, a very nice look and a very catchy taste. Okay, and if you're also using it in a casserole dish, you can have your fruits as a whole other layer. So you can do the biscuit, then custard, then fruit, then again biscuits, then the custard sauce, fruit, until your casserole dish is full. Then now top it up with the fruits that you're wanting, or the fruits for the day. So very nice. Then hi, the dessert looks very tempting. Do you also sell pistachio paste? No, we don't sell the pistachio paste, but maybe when you reach out to us, we can maybe connect you with where we get the pistachio paste from. Okay, thank you to everybody who has joined. Meg, you've said hi too. Indu Patel, thank you so much for joining, and also learning and getting new and informative tips on how to do your desserts. So maybe we can have our guest who's going to come, give us a taste, and definitely get to tell us how is it, How is the custard sauce? Is it giving something that is nice? Is it, when you mix it with the biscuit, is it giving a very nice taste? And remember guys, if you don't want to use the biscuits, you can layer with cake. So if you do it with cake, gives something that is also very tasty. Depends with what you want. And for the cake, you can, if you want to use cake, if you have blueberry cake, you can now top it with blueberry fruits. If you're using a strawberry cake, you can also use strawberry fruits, okay? So guys, remember, our custard powder, I had mentioned that I'm going to tell you about the price. The custard powder is readily available at any store near you, and freshly made, locally made from Jorokani. Prices very friendly. This is 250 grams. Guess the price. Just guess the price. 105 shillings peke yake. Hii hata hautatumia mingi sana. You're going to use just kidogo sana, 50 grams. 50 grams to give you around 10 desserts, okay? This can even serve up to 30 people, and that for the 50 grams can serve up to 30 people, okay? Depending with the quantity of the custard sauce yenye unaweka, okay? So thank you so much, and now we are going to have our guest coming to have a taste atuambie venye iko. So welcome Gilbert, you can, karibu sana, come and have a taste and tell us how it is. Welcome Gilbert. Karibu sana. So today we are going to have two guests. One, Gilbert, na leo pia tukue with a lady who is also a colleague, who is also a chef. So welcome Martha. Karibuni sana. Kila mtu akona yake ya kuonja, atuambie venye iko, na mtu akionja asikie ni mzuri, anapata ka biscuit ka kuenda. So welcome. Welcome guys. Welcome. Karibu Martha.
Thank you very much.
Karibu sana. Welcome Gilbert. So today we've done a custard dessert. We've made custard sauce from custard powder from Jorokani.
Yes.
And you've seen our custard powder. Yes, so it's very nice, very tasty, and we've also matched it with biscuits. Today we've done biscuits. We didn't want to do cake. We do cake lots and lots of times, so we wanted to be very creative and show people that instead of cake they can also use something else like biscuit. Kama hawataki kwenda kubake and everything, and they want to do something nice for their guests, sindio? Okay. Then we've also matched it with our whipping cream, so you can maybe grab a fork and the dessert of your choice. The dessert cup, either you want it in the small, you can use the, yes. Hizo ndizo za wageni, napenda wageni wakitumia kitu sophisticated. So you have this. Gilbert?
This one is empty.
Karibu sana, karibu sana. So you can dig in, tell us how it is. How is the custard sauce? Matching it with the biscuits. It's nice.
It's
Gilbert, you want a second scoop?
Let me have a second scoop just to confirm.
Have a second scoop.
You
and
guys
tell
should
us.
try this. It's amazing.
It's nice.
Yeah, very nice. I guess I'll have to take all of it.
You have to take all of it.
Yeah.
You will have to eat yours.
And I have to prepare at home. It's I love it. I love it.
Ah, very nice.
Yeah.
So
Gilbert,
sweet.
it's sweet.
Yeah.
What stands out? Is it the cream? Is it the custard sauce? Is it the biscuit?
The combination.
Is the combination?
Yeah.
Ah, thank you so much.
Yeah.
That is very nice. Thank you for feedback. We always love feedback so that hata kama haija wanasema siku hizi ni kudonjo. If it does not slap, we go back to the kitchen and try again. But since mumeweka tick, Thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.
Karibu sana.
Thank you guys.
Ah,
At least I've learned something. I'm going to try it at all.
you're going to try the custard.
Yeah, yeah.
Sawa, karibu.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you so much. That was very interesting and also very awesome. So guys, this is a very quick hack for you to do. And kumbuka, time ya kutengeneza custard sauce ni 5 minutes. Haitake time. Haushindi hapo ukisema oh haikui. No. We are also going to share the recipe. As we are going to you are also going to get the video online. Remember, we are always live from 1:30 p.m. and we are in Facebook, we are in YouTube. So always keep tuned, stay tuned, so that we can give you more recipes and also show you how to work with different products zenye tuko nazo. So welcome again. Thank you for always joining. Thank you for always being there, and we love you so much. Asanteni sana. God bless.